Hello everybody, how are you? Hello everybody, how are you? It is time to start our day. It is time to work and play. Hello everybody, how are you? Hi everyone, welcome back to our last Monday morning circle time for the month of March. This is the last time we're going to get together and talk about all these things on this board this month. Next week when we come back and have our Monday morning circle time, it's going to be a brand new month and we'll have a new color, a new shape, of course a new letter, and we'll have some new numbers up there. So for today, let's take one last look at all of the things that we have up there, starting with our numbers. Do you remember what numbers we practiced writing and the numbers that we learned about? This one says 15. That has letters writing out the word, and it says 15. The numbers for 15 are 1 and 5, standing right side by side. Then after 15 comes the number 16. So the word with the letters is 16. The numbers are 1 and 6 standing side by side. We did those a while back during our circle time. We practiced writing those. Then this month we also talked about the color green. And the last time we got together, we kind of put our green and our shape together, which is the shape of the oval. And there was a page that you could do where you could find out the ovals and color them green. So we had the color green and the shape oval. And as I said, it's still the month of March, which, do you remember how many claps that is? It's just March, one clap, just one syllable in that word. Something that changed during our last time together, though, was the season. For quite a while now, we've been in the season of winter. Hi, Suni. We've been in the season of winter. Now we are in the season of spring. Yay. Flowers are starting to bloom. You probably hear more birds singing than you did before. Maybe you're seeing more birds' nests or something. If you're not seeing nests, sometimes on the ground, you'll see lots of sticks and twigs and other things lying around from where birds have been making their nests up above. So if you're walking and you see a pile of what looks just like a bunch of sticks and twigs, look up and see if maybe a bird is building a nest up above. And soon there should be eggs and baby birds. So our days of the week, there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Okay, if today is Monday, that means that yesterday was the day called Sunday, and tomorrow will be Tuesday. Now, because we are all the way at the end of the month, our number is pretty big. Today is Monday, March 29th. That is a big number, isn't it? We've gone from the 1st to the 29th together. Now, our letter this week is the letter X. And just like we did the U, the V, the W, the X looks the same as an uppercase and as a lowercase. One's just taller than the other. If you look at the X, the uppercase X, it goes from the top line to the bottom line, and the lowercase x goes from the middle to the bottom line. But we'll get back to that in a minute. We'll practice writing that in a few minutes. Do you know what this is a picture of that goes with the letter X? Maybe some of you have that at home. It's a xylophone. Can you say that big word with me? Xylophone. That's what the letter, that starts with the letter X. Now, there's not a lot of words that start with the letter X, but we're going to take a look at least one more in a few minutes. But before we do that, let's practice writing or using our hand to make the letter X in sign language. This one, you just need your pointer finger, so you can put all your other fingers down and get your pointer finger up, and you're simply going to bend him. That's the letter X in sign language. Just like that, just a bent first finger, bent pointer finger. Would you like to practice writing the letter X with me? I would really like some company doing it today. So if you could grab your papers. If you don't have your alphabet journal, your ABC journal, you can grab any paper that you have, and we are going to practice writing an X together. You ready? Let me pull mine over here. This is what mine looks like. And you can see, like I just said, that the uppercase X and the lowercase x look exactly the same. And the nice thing about these X's is they're straight lines. We can probably do this, can't we? It's like going down a slide one way and going down a slide the other way. So think about that. Get your pencil, your marker, your crayon, whatever you're using ready. I'm going to open my cap. And we're going to meet up here at the top of the uppercase X, and we're going to trace it. Now, like I said, it's like going down a slide two different directions. So we start at the top here, and we go straight down the slide. Now, when I say we're going down a slide, that means that we're going down at an angle. Other times, like we're doing the letter T, you go straight up and down. So when I say slide, it means we come down at an angle. So now we go up to the other side and come down the other slide the other way. So it's like two slides crossing in the middle. The lowercase one, we start a little lower and go down the slide this way, come over here, go down the slide that way. To practice writing them without tracing them, if you want to trace a few more times, go ahead. You can put your finger on it. You can do it again with a marker or crayon, whatever you're using, because tracing does help us learn. You know what it does? It kind of teaches your brain how to write it. So then when you go to do it on your own and you don't have the X to trace, your brain remembers how to do it. So tracing is a really good way to start. When we start with the uppercase X, we're going to start up at that top line, like I said. And remember, we don't come straight down. Instead, we go down a slide till we get to the bottom line. Now we're going to come next to where we started before, and we're going to come down this way. And do you see where mine cross? I'm going to circle it. They cross right there on that dotted line. That's where my two slide lines cross. Let's do another one. Starting at the top, we slide down, we come up, slide down again. Now, as I pointed out back here, to make the lowercase x, what we're going to do is start on the dotted line right here and slide down one way, come up to the dotted line, slide down the other way. Should we do another one? Let's do one more together. Start on the dotted line, slide down one way, back to the dotted line, slide down the other way. Now, you guys can keep writing your X's. You can fill these whole lines because the more you do at them, the better you get, right? But I'm going to show you something. You can keep drawing now, or you can go back to that in a little bit. I want to show you what I have right here. I have the letter X. Now, usually when I do this with you, I have two of the letters. I have an uppercase and a lowercase. I just have one. I decided to just do one this time because the upper and lowercase look exactly the same. So I'm going to take my X, put a little glue on it, and stick it right there. And I'm just going to do the one. Now, I printed off a picture this time. I didn't find something in a magazine or in a newspaper. I printed something off to show you guys. There is a special type of picture that doctors can take of you that looks inside your body, underneath your skin. Isn't that pretty amazing? They have technology that can do that. Now, if you go back to when we were talking about the letter M and we were talking about magnets, we talked about MRIs. Well, that's a different kind of picture that the doctors can take inside your body. The one we're going to talk about today is called an X-ray. And I have one right here, just a picture of one. I want you to look at it for a second and see if you can tell me what part of the body is this. This is looking underneath the skin inside the body. What do you think it has? Do you think that's a head, somebody's head? Does it look like the shape of a head? I don't think so. Does it look like it could be somebody's arm? I don't think so. Does it look like it could maybe be somebody's hand? Let's see. This would be the thumb, the pointer finger, the middle finger, the ring finger, and the pinky finger. That's what your bones look like inside of your hand. An X-ray looks at the bones, and that's what the bones inside your hand look like. So that is an X-ray. Starts with an X. I'm going to glue it onto my paper right here, right in the middle right here. Okay, there we go. And I have an X-ray. Did you know there's also an X-ray fish? You can look that up later and take a peek and see what he looks like. This is an X-ray of a human body. See what an X-ray fish looks like. Maybe you can also look up X-rays of animals. See what their paws look like on the inside. See what their bones look like, and you can compare them to ours. These are all things you can find on the internet with your grown-ups help later. So before we leave the month of March, there is something that we have to go back to. When we met on the first day of March for Monday morning circle time, I read you a book, and it looks like this. I'm not going to read it again. I'm just going to show it to you. In like a lion, out like a lamb. And we talked about how when March begins, there can still be lots of snow and winds and all kinds of crazy wild weather going on, that March just roars in like a lion does with all that winter weather. But by the time we get to the end of March, spring is here and the snow is starting to go away. Maybe not completely, but starting to. You hear the birds singing like we talked about. You might see some flowers blooming, and everything just seems a little warmer and nicer. And in place of the snow, we get more rain and things like that. So a lamb is a more gentle animal than a lion. So we say in like a lion, nice and rough and roaring, and out like a gentle little lamb. Today, before we leave, I want to make a lamb with you guys. Here are the supplies that I'm going to use And you can get these supplies together if you want to join me, or you could do it later, or maybe you have another way of making a lamb. But here's what I'm going to use. I have a toilet paper tube, right? I have a toilet paper tube. Now let's take another look at this guy. What color is the lamb? Look at him closely. He's white and fluffy. So I started thinking, what is white and fluffy? But of course, cotton balls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these on, and these are going to be my lamb's wool around him. And then he's got to have something to stand up on. So I was trying to think, what could I use for legs? Well, I had a smaller tube. So what I'm going to do, and I'll do this with you guys, is I'm going to cut it. Go straight up one side, straight up the other side. Now that's only 2. How many legs does a lamb have? He has 4. How can I take these 2 pieces and make them into 4? Any ideas? I had 1 piece, I cut it in half, and I got 2. Now if I cut each one of these in half, let's see how many I have. I'm going to cut this one in half. Made 2 again. What about when I cut this one in half? Now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to fold it a little bit like this, and I'm going to turn them into legs this way. I think I'm going to staple mine on. So let me see. I have not tried this yet, so I don't know if it's going to make them stand up. So if my legs don't work, you can tell me how you made your legs. Maybe you can get yours to stand up better. Let's see if I can get my legs on here. There's 1. Then he needs 1 on this side. Staple that one on. And then those will be his back legs, and then we'll give him some front legs. So for his face, what I haven't shown you yet is I'm going to take a piece of paper and I'm going to cut a circle, and that's going to be his face. Let's see. There's 2 legs. We'll see if they work. And then I'm going to put these on the front side. And he'll have 4 legs to stand on. But we got to get that white fluffiness on him. How do you think we should make our cotton balls stick to him? What do you think we should use? I'm thinking glue. That's what I'm going to try. So if you use glue, your project might take a little bit of time to dry. That's okay. You can go right from the glue bottle and put the glue on. You can use a paintbrush. If you pour the glue out into a little tray, you can use a paintbrush and then brush your glue on. That's a really good way to do it sometimes, because then you can get glue. Uh-oh, I think I ran out of staples. I'll have to attach his 4th leg later. If you put the paintbrush on, then you can get glue on there faster. But like I said, I'm going to use my bottle of glue. So I got to get him ready. And I'm going to start putting glue along here, all around. My glue's not coming out very fast. So this is where a paintbrush and glue would be really helpful, because mine's not coming out very fast. Get some on here. And a sheep is fluffy and white all over. So you'd want to do his back side. You'd want to do his side. You want to do his bottom side. You could do his legs. Let me take some of my cotton balls, and I'm going to start putting them on here. And the glue is going to hold them into place. Look at that. He's getting fluffy already. Put some on here. All right. I'm going to stop there for now, and I'll come back and put more glue on him. He doesn't have a face right now. We need a face. Let me set mine down. I'll put it right there. I think my legs would work if I didn't run out of staples. So that might be a choice for you guys to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I took a piece of white paper, and I'm going to cut a circle out of it. Now his face, I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger than his face. I'm going to go around. Now tell me, once I cut out a face, once I cut out a head for him, what should I put on it? What's on your face? You have eyes. How many eyes do you have? The sheep has 2 eyes. You have, what's in the middle of your face? A nose and a mouth, of course. So I have some googly eyes. I'm going to put a couple of dots of glue. 1, 2. Remember that old saying? Dot, dot, not a lot. We don't need a lot. I have some googly eyes for my guy. I'm going to put 1 googly eye. And then I'm going to put 2 googly eyes. And then for me, I'm going to use a marker to draw his nose and his mouth. There's my guy's face. Let's get this off of here. Put that down for just a second while I open my marker. Okay, I am going to give him, do you think my sheep is happy? I think he's going to be really happy. So I'm going to give him a great big smile. He's so happy, just like I am, that spring's here. So he gets a great big smile. And I'm going to give him a little circle nose. Then I'm going to have to attach him. So I could use glue again. Or if my stapler's working. Oh, you know what I think I would also add? Ears, maybe some ears. But you can make a lamb today because March roared in like a lion and out like a lamb, didn't it? So there's a little project. What's this? There's something on my tray here, you guys. Let me see what this is. Kind of tucked back in there. What is this? Should we open it? You want to see with me? I didn't put it there. I have no idea what it is. Let me open my string. I'm so excited. Somebody left me a present. I'm so excited, you guys. Let's see. Check it out. Do you know what this is? It is a treasure map. Have you ever followed a treasure map before? Have you heard the expression X marks the spot? Look at what is in the middle of my treasure map. An X, the letter that we're learning about today. I wonder what the treasure would be. Do you want to come with me and find out? You want to go on a treasure hunt with me? I'm so excited. Okay, let's see what it says. Okay, this word right here says start. So I guess that's where we begin, isn't it? And it says, okay, go find something that rhymes with bear. Can you help me? What rhymes with bear? Door, sink, table. What rhymes with bear? Sounds like chair. Should I go find a chair? Come on, let's go find a chair together. You ready? Okay, go find something that rhymes with bear. You guys helped me. It was a chair, so I came and I found my chair. So now I have to follow it. Let's see, we started here. We found something that rhymes with bear, so we walk. Let's see. Ooh, good job. Find something short, medium, and tall. Well, Avery's short. I'm medium. Mr. Jeff is tall, but I don't think that's it. Wait a minute, what about this? Look, you guys. We have short, medium, and tall candles. Do you think that's it? Let's line them up and see if that works. Let's see. I think so. Short, medium, and tall. We did it. We found those. Okay, let's see what our next clue is. It says, what is the opposite of inside? The opposite of, okay, I know the opposite of up is down. The opposite of cold is hot. So the opposite of inside, outside. Should I peek outside and see? It looks like that's the end of our treasure map. And I see an X. Let's see if I find it. You ready? I'm going to put my treasure map down because I need to open the door. Let's see what we find. Get this out of the way. Come here, boys and girls. Come check it out. X marks the spot. Look at what's here. It's my pot of gold. The leprechaun left it for me with the treasure map. Oh, Avery's protecting it. Thanks, Avery. Look, you guys, it's the end of the rainbow. My X marks the spot pot of gold. Well, thanks for coming along on my treasure hunt today, guys. I'll pick that up in a second, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for helping me. Bye, everybody.